afternoon, Kansas City. I don't know, I should be more hyped, I feel like. How y'all doing out there? Welcome back to another episode of This is KC Sports on this fabulous Chiefs Victory Monday. Man, it feels good to be back. There was some things done over the weekend. Hopefully y'all enjoyed y'all weekend. I know I did. Right. We'll talk about that. My man Terran Rodriguez is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Set point. Terran Rodriguez on the IE Sports Radio chat line said, "You can't stop the Chiefs. You can only hope to contain them." And that is it. You have to contain them in hopes that you will outplay them. But it don't work out that way every time. Like, all I can say is, for those who did watch the game, no, correction. For those who did not watch the game, I get it. A lot of y'all are salty that y'all team was not in this matchup. I understand wholeheartedly, and I apologize not. Just know that if the Chiefs' offense was just a couple ticks better, the Ravens possibly would have got blown out. I mean, am I right or am I not right? What? Jan B decided to show up today, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Jan B. Appreciate it. Thank you. Congrats to the Chiefs on making the Super Bowl. Appreciate it. Terrence said Mahomes didn't even have his greatest game, and he still willed the team to victory. That's exactly what I was heading to. What's up, Drewski? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Drewski's in the building. What's up? Drewski, man. Hey, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you. Chiefs is on their way to another Super Bowl. Man, but honestly, bro, I feel like the inexperience for CJ Stroud is what was the downfall to that team versus the Ravens. Because honestly, we all here in Kansas City, we all knew we were playing Houston, Texas. We had it set. We like, yeah, we get to play the Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas get to come. We get to host another Arrowhead Invitational AFC Championship game. Man, I was at a loss for words when I saw that game go down between the Ravens and the Texans. But it's all good, man. Y'all be back next year. Y'all another contender that we have to watch out for in the AFC. But yeah, man. Back to what Taryn was saying, that wasn't, of course, Mahomes hasn't had. This is honestly somewhat. I can't say it's been a down season for Mahomes. It's been a down season for the offense because Mahomes still has like 4,000 yards, right? Kelsey's still putting up numbers. It's more so the offense has been down. This is what everyone was talking about. We kind of knew we were gonna hit a down season. But if that Paige is in, Paige is popping champagne bottles, y'all. She's in the chat. Whoop whoop. Yeah. So if Mahomes, if the offense was just a couple ticks better, the Ravens would have got blown out, bro. Like, we had like 4 possessions where we didn't score. Like, go back and watch the replays, man. Go back and watch it. I encourage you. We would have killed them if we could have scored on every possession, or at least or at least two. I'm gonna get to that. um, uh, Shoot, man, Larry B. He's in the building. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell him. Larry B in the building, man. Got me rolling over here. I couldn't even get straight up killed my thought, man. Straight up. Yeah. So Mahomes, like there was, like I said, there was 4 possessions where we had the ball and we couldn't put nothing up with. Uh, if we just imagine us scoring 2 out of those 4 possessions, man. That was another possibly 14 to at least 6 points. I'm gonna go with the 14. 2 touchdowns. So that's what I would have preferred, dude. Then what? Hell, we would have been looking at what? What would have went up? What, 4 scores or whatever? Four. So I mean that team would have got they would have got killed, bro. So fortunately for the Ravens, our offense hasn't been doing all year. So that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Like B said, we beat y'all in Arrowhead on Christmas Day. That's the Raiders Super Bowl. You guys can win this in Las Vegas. Hey, you know what? And I give y'all that. Y'all honestly deserve that win on Christmas against us here on our turf, man. Because you guys came in poised, y'all were ready. Pierce got y'all straight, got y'all focused for that game, and it to us, I don't think it meant that much, and that's why we got outplayed, dog. We got outplayed bad in that game, man. Y'all defense, the Raiders defense came in and killed it, man. And so hats off to them for that game. And I look forward to seeing them, man. There's some things about to change. Drewski said Mahomes chasing greatness. I need y'all to beat San Francisco. Bro, I'm going to be honest, Drewski, man. I don't even want to play San Francisco. I don't even want to watch it. I don't even want to watch the Super Bowl, man. Because we've been here. We've done that. I'd rather see Mahomes go through different NFC teams in the Super Bowl, as many as against. I'd rather see him go through different NFC teams for as many times as he can make it to the Super Bowl. Let's say it like that. Um, so I feel like hey, we've already got San Francisco once. We got the Eagles. I'd much rather it have been Detroit. Honestly, honest to God, man, I think that would have generated a whole crap ton of money for the NFL, because at that point you would have had the whole world pretty much. I ain't gonna say the world, but you pretty much would have had the entire nation rooting for Detroit because it would have been, it was their Cinderella story. You know what I'm saying? They would have got somewhere, and they had the game. I'm sorry. A lot of people say they don't put that off on Dan Campbell. I do, because you had a chance to kick that field goal in the fourth quarter and you chose not to. Bad mistake, bro. Bad mistake. And it sucks because, like they say, you don't know if you're going to ever get back to that moment. You don't know if you're going to get back to the AFC Championship game. Hell, and like I said, there's about to be a lot of moving and shaking here next season. You got a lot of talent coming out of college. You got, coaches coming from college, coaches moving to different teams. Like, things are shaking up now. So there's no guarantee that you're gonna be back, Detroit. Like, honestly, you guys now have a target on your back because in that division, San Francisco's had it for a few years. The Eagles had it, for a couple of years. Um, it's still a toss up for AFC East. It's still, now Houston has the target, for their division. Um, and the AFC North is kind of still a toss up. I think that if the Bengals can move a few pieces around, make a couple adjustments, and you get a healthy Joe Burrow, I believe that they can outplay the Ravens. After seeing what I saw yesterday, the Ravens, Not that scary, man. Not that scary. What's up, Ralph? What's up? Welcome to the show, man. Ralph has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Chiefs. So yeah, that's how I feel. Like I feel like the Bengals have a team that can go up against the Ravens. But even then, now you have the Cleveland. You have Cleveland. They don't have something to fight for. They saw what they could become. They saw what they were becoming in this season when they went and got a a Flacco that nobody knew still existed. And nobody see this coming, man. You got some guy that was about to say, "All right, I'm done," and boom, out of nowhere, he comes in, start throwing for 300-400 yards a game. So now, and Cleveland is like, yeah, we want to add you to the team. Like, I don't think we want to let you retire. So my thing is, if that's the case with Cleveland, what's going to happen with Deshaun? Are they going to make Deshaun the backup? Which will be weird considering that they paying him a crap ton of money, but that's what they get for being overly aggressive for a player. Um, or is Flacco willing to be the backup to Deshaun Watson? That's going to be tough, man. That's a tough decision because one definitely played they tail off, and the other one I don't know. Everyone was saying Deshaun Watson was doing good prior to his injury. I didn't really watch too much Cleveland. Jan B know exactly what I'm talking about. She said, "Yes, I'm excited for next season. Brown's gonna be a tough out. They are. Flacco will be the backup if they resign him. Okay, so man, that unless you know what, Jan B, you know what I would do. Honestly, I mean he could be the backup, but I wouldn't necessarily probably go out and be like QB1, QB2. I think I would do a quarterback by committee type setup between them two. Uh, Flacco is more of a pocket passer. Uh, Deshaun Watson, he's more of a universal type player. He'll bail out of that pocket. He can run and stuff and still throw it. I would probably just use him as needed. I just rotate between the two. Not QB1, not QB2, not greater than, less than. I would just rotate between the two and kind of what Houston was doing last season. Last season, Houston was rotating between the two QBs. So situational QB, exactly. Like, and that way it'll make it hard for people to kind of game plan against what you guys set up for them that week. So that's what I would run with. Because Houston almost killed us, dude, when they did that last season. I believe they rotated between the two QBs, and they almost got us because I don't think we were ready for that. A lot of teams I don't think was ready for that, and that's when they started winning a few games or whatever. But so yeah, but I can't wait to see what next season is going to hold for us. Um, like I said, it's going to be some shaking and moving, man. Some excitement. There's going to be tons of new, basically tons of new, faces and stuff in the NFL with the rookies that's coming along. There's going to be, different faces in different places, I guess you could say. So I'm excited, man, to see what's going to happen with that. Yeah, it's gonna be something to see. But my team, they did it again. I'm excited. I guess you could say I'm excited. I just can't hide it. I don't know. But they did it again. They did what they had to do. It was tough. I guess now we can pretty much dead the Ken Mahomes win on the road because he pretty much think he showed that. So what is the next task for Mahomes? And I'm asking not you know, I'm asking for the people who keep, uh, you know, allocating different tasks for Mahomes. Like, everybody, they say something different, and uh, so I'm just curious because it's always one thing after another. All right, so yeah, well, can he win on the road? Shit, I guess so. uh, can he stand on one leg and beat teams? Yeah, he kind of did that too. Making him prove himself, Page, over and over, over and over. It's one thing after another, and I'm like, what more does he have to prove? If Mahomes would have lost that game yesterday, I can't imagine what we would have woke up to, what type of narratives we would have woke up to from all these analysts on TV and watchers from their couch, all these coaches, all these couch coaches. What would I just can't imagine, because now that he did win, he went into Buffalo, he went into Baltimore. Two good teams, man. Two good teams in their house doing playoff run. Okay, two good teams, man. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else. All I know is, like I said, they probably would have been like, if you'd have lost, oh, see, I told y'all he couldn't do it. It was too much for him, or whatever. Even though our offense has been less than this season, what they would have been trying to clown Mahomes, and Mahomes, he can't do it all. But now they got to wake up today and backpedal, and be like, and say that they never doubted him, even though there's a ton of CBS receipts out there. And trust me, we keep track of them on Twitter. And you can always check me out. I'm on Twitter talking shit at XRunners, RUNNAZ. I'm always there. You can always follow us on. This is KC Sports on Twitter as well. Y'all know how to find us. I'm doing like a lot right now. Page said, when he's great, it's not enough. When he has a bad game, they feel validated. Haters gonna hate. Exactly. Chiefs and Steelers next year. I'm already booking, going on to that game in Pitts. Hopefully we can finally beat Mahomes because he owns the black and gold. Ralph, yeah, man, that's gonna be a good game. You guys better go get a quarterback and some more pieces. Mason Rudolph ain't the answer. So, and he never has been. So that's gonna be something, We're gonna take a quick break real quick. When we come back, we're gonna talk more about this Chiefs victory Monday, what I think about the Super Bowl, if I have any score predictions, and and just something I thought about the season in general, man. I know this show is about Kansas City sports and all, but since the NFL season is coming to an end, wrapping up, we're just going to talk a little bit because we got other great shows that covered all those different teams in the NFL. So I just like to hit on little pieces on what I saw and what I thought. And what do y'all think is going to happen with the draft or whatever? All that stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about that when we get back. This is KC Sports. Live and direct on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. You guys stick around. We'll be right back.
What's good, everyone? It's Drewski, the host of Heart of Texas Sports on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. On this station, we cover everything in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area. From we cover the Dallas Cowboys, the Dallas Stars, Dallas Mavericks, Dallas Wings, Texas Rangers, TCU, SMU, we cover it all right here every Wednesdays from 9 to 10 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you stay live with me on the Heart of Texas Sports on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Well, what is up, Carolina Nation? This is John Felipe of the Carolina Cast, of course, the podcast of, by, and for the Carolinas, right here on IE Sports, your direct feed for all that is sports. And I'm reminding you to tune in Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern for the latest in Carolina sports, whether it's the Panthers that keep on pounding, the fly natures of the Hornets, the storming Hurricanes, the battle of the Blues with Duke and UNC, the fight of the Clemson Tigers, or the amazing atmosphere of any Carolina college. I'm talking App State, I'm talking ECU. I've got you covered. Once again, tune in for the Carolina Cast with me, John Felipe, Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What up, Boston sports fans? This is Mikey Two Guns here, your host of Our Bleepin' City, airing every Wednesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Please join me. We'll talk everything Boston sports, all the local teams, college teams. I'm even down to talk MMA, boxing, whatever you guys want. So join me every Wednesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. Chime in with your questions on the chat, tweet the show. We'll even have call-ins. I can't wait to hear from you guys. This is going to be a lot of fun. So once again, it's Our Bleepin' City. I am your host, Mikey Two Guns, every Wednesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. See you soon, people.
You're listening to This is KC Sports with Bishop on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Is that louder?
That's right. You are listening to This is KC Sports on IE Sports Radio. I am your man Bishop. Welcome back. So before we had cut the break, we were just talking about a little bit about different teams in the NFL. Things to look at, look for. I honestly thought this was the Jets' year. I'm going to be honest with everyone. I've been saying that for the past 2 years, maybe 3 now. Just because I saw how the Jets team was being built and put into place. And then, they went and got a defensive-minded head coach or coach to make their head coach. But I think the Aaron Rodgers injury pretty much put a damper on that, as we saw. And that's why I was kind of upset with Robert Salah, because I feel like, hey, man, I get it. I understand you want to try to keep, the confidence up and with your current quarterback or your current backup quarterback, Zach Wilson, but you knew it wasn't going to work. You knew it wasn't going to work. And the reason I feel like you knew it wasn't going to work is because it hasn't worked. Like, duh. Like, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. I think I could have done a better coaching job than that. And I'm not even, that's not my thing. So, I feel like there should have been some kind of, you should have had to re-interview for your job. That's how I feel. I mean, Nick Sirianni had to re-interview. A couple other people had to interview for their current position. I think you should have also. You should have went in there and had to sit there and talk to management and tell them what's your game plan for the 24 season or whatever, and what you plan on doing to fix it, because you could have easily went and snatched up. Hell, Joe Flacco was available before the Browns got him. And with the talent that's on that offense, y'all had it. You had it. Both sides of the ball. You had the offense. You had the defense. You just needed a QB. So I feel like you should have had to talk to somebody after that. But yeah, welcome back, man. Like I said, we are here. We're excited, ecstatic. Chiefs victory Monday. My homeboy, as Uncle Shannon call him, rode into Buffalo, left Buffalo, had to go to Baltimore, and we walked away with the bag from the bank in Baltimore. All right? Walked away with another AFC Championship Lamar Hunt trophy. It is back here in Kansas City, where it's probably going to be for a long time until y'all can figure out how to beat Mahomes while containing him. All right? I mean, the only thing you can hope for is to outscore the Chiefs. And that's what the game plan should have been this season, because you saw it early on. Our offense was not clicking. Our offense has not clicked all season. We got led the NFL and dropped passes. You guys should have been blowing our freaking doors off. Oh, wait, the defense. The defense. Even after all of the work that the defense, first off, shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs defense. After all the work that the Kansas City Chiefs defense put in, week in, week out, we were still ranked, number 2 or something, number 3, something like that. We wasn't ranked number 1, which is fine. It's all good. We would have had to. We couldn't have been. I haven't looked at the ranks for the team, but I thought I heard number 2, but I also thought I heard number 3 because of Dallas's defense. Bland was down there just getting pick sixes left and right. So yeah, either way, we were still overlooked. And a lot of people say, oh, the Chiefs want to be the underdog so bad. No, we don't. Everyone makes us the underdogs. If you turn your TV on, hell, if you turned your TV on over the weekend before the games, everyone picked the Ravens. Everyone picked the Ravens. People was talking about the Ravens was going to drop 60 on us. And I'm like, damn, 60? Wow, how did y'all figure that? Because even the most explosive offense in the NFL this season, which was Miami's, they didn't drop 60 on us both times. Not even close. So how the hell did y'all figure y'all was gonna drop 60 on us? That was odd, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. We play San Francisco again. I really wanted it to be Detroit. I really did. I wanted so desperately. I wanted that week 1 rematch because I felt like my team week 1, my team wasn't right. My team wasn't right. And week 1, I guess I should have. Now I'm thinking about it, I should have been like, damn, we got a problem with the offense. But I'm like, no. I think like week 7, I'm like, no, we'll get it. We'll get it. Week 8, oh no. They're gonna turn it around. Week 9, I'm like, watch, man, that's it. That was it right there. They yeah, the switch just flipped. They about to do it right now. They gonna do it. 10, 11, 12, or wherever we had the bye week. Yeah, it's been a bye week now. They all working on their hands. Yeah, boy, it's over now. It's over. Yeah, the offense is back, baby. Nope. KT offsides. Next week, all right, that was a fluke. KT offsides. Mahomes yelling at receivers, hey, you ain't lining up right. Like, I still was like, yeah, they're going to fix it. No, still didn't fix it. And hell, I'm still like, oh yeah, man, we're going to probably, drop 40 in the Super Bowl. I doubt it. Ralph said Spags came in with a great defensive plan. They pressured Lamar more and more, and he finally wilted. And and it's funny. So it's funny you say that, Ralph. Chris Jones had an interview prior, right? Maybe a couple days prior to this game. Maybe it was Friday. Dude, I feel like if we force him to throw the ball, we will outplay him. We'll get him. And that's exactly what they did. Lamar Jackson will rush 100 and something yards by himself. Why the hell he wasn't running? I don't know. I think he felt like that pressure was too much. I think he felt the pressure early, Ralph. He felt that pressure. He's like, dude, I don't even have time to even think about running this ball. So I don't know, because that was the narrative this morning from a lot of these sports analysts. They's like, he didn't use his feet. He didn't use his God-given talent, which is his feet. He runs. I don't think so. Like, he probably would have picked up some chunks, but yeah, I think something altered his thinking, and something altered the offensive coordinator thinking, because they would have been like, if they knew it was there, they'd have been like, yeah, every chance you get, man, you just go ahead and take off. But I think they also knew that, hey, if you run and you run and you run and you run and you get tired, what the hell are we going to do after that? So, exactly, the Steelers do it every year twice and has only beaten the Steelers once in his career. I honestly thought, who had to play the Steelers? Speaking of the Steelers, Ralph, I honestly thought the Steelers was going to go in, ride on momentum, and wipe out Buffalo. Like, I had high hopes of that. Maybe I was tripping, but I honestly felt like the Steelers was going to knock down the Bills. The momentum was there. I didn't expect it to be 31-17, man. I really did not expect that. But yeah, the Steelers did. They took care of business against the Ravens, 17-10. Back on January 6th, and you see what happened. And so, real quick, not to jump subjects though, but let's just talk about this, because there was something put out, and it was the question was, how do you? Or no. The question was, what are the Ravens' weaknesses? And I responded to it. Like, I try to keep my nose to the street, man, and keep my head to the street and hear and try to talk about. I like football, I love football, so I'm always trying to talk and jump in subjects, just from my point of view. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. It's just my little old opinion, just little old me. And my thing was, I gave three weaknesses to the Ravens. I said one is Lamar Jackson himself. He could be a weakness to that team. People thought I was back shit crazy, but I'm telling the truth, man. And the reason is because he will not hesitate to tuck the ball and run. And so I feel like he's done that a couple times this season, and they resulted in a fumble. But my other issue with the Ravens, or my other observation of Ravens' weaknesses, is they pass coverage. I said they pass coverage is questionable. And everybody thought I was crazy. I'm like, dude, you guys will give up 100-something yards in the air. Oh, we number one defense. We rank this, we rank that. Okay, that's fine. But numbers don't lie. I ain't making this up. I don't keep track of stats. I don't make the stats. But you could go to Google, it's free, and you could go back and check out some of the games. The Ravens matches, and it'll show you. Damn, they let such and such. They hit the Rams. Use the Rams, for instance. The Rams had 100. Cooper Kupp had 100 and something yards, and Kyron Williams had 100 and something rushing yards. Bro, that's a problem. So you guys not only have holes in your pass coverage, you have an issue stopping the run. No. They number 2, number 3, number 1, and all this and all that. Bro, Steelers beat the Ravens January 6th. I know Lamar wasn't playing. I know it felt like a game that didn't mean nothing, but it was a game, okay? 112 yards, Najee Harris. He rushed. And I know y'all going to be like, well, that's a fluke game because Lamar didn't play. A lot of the starters rested. And I'll give you that, okay? I'll give you that. That's true. A lot of your starters was out. Let's go to a game where starters were in, okay? Right here. Ravens versus Rams. Bam. Kyron Williams, 114 rushing yards. Cooper Kupp, 115 receiving yards. Puka Nacua, 84 receiving yards. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdowns on y'all for 294 yards, 23 out of 41. Y'all, the Ravens only won that game because, one, there was a PI on DeMarcus Robinson that they did not call. And I guess they didn't call it for good reason. I don't know. I could just see a little bit of the play. Whatever. But I think there was a punt return. That's what saved their skin. Let's go up here to Baltimore and the Ravens. Joe Burrow, 101 yards. He was damn near perfect. 11 for 17, 1 touchdown. That's the game I believe he got injured in. Jake Browning, 8 for 14, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. Mixon, 69 yards. There was no T. Higgins this game, so it was Hudson for 49. Jamar Chase got shut down. Not surprised. But, dude, I'm just saying, the Ravens wasn't as scary as people thought they were. Yes, they're a good team. I'm not taking nothing away from Lamar. I'm not taking away nothing from that team. They were with the stuff. But for some reason, everybody thought they were going to blow the doors off the Chiefs. And I'm like, dude, I don't think so, man. I don't think so, because have you seen our defense? All I heard was the Chiefs haven't had to play against the offense and the defense like the Ravens. But no one said, well, shit, the Ravens haven't really had to play against the defense like the Chiefs. Just saying. So, we get to take on the 49ers in the Super Bowl, man. I'm sad. I don't really even want to talk about it, man, because I wanted it to be Detroit for certain reasons, you know. one, I'm a huge Barry Sanders fan, always have been since I was little. And I saw him at that game, and, you know, he don't really get excited for much, you know, but he was trying to show some enthusiasm. But I know for a moment he wished he could have put them pads and stuff on and like, dude, come on, let me show you how to run this damn ball for real, for real. Even though the Lions came out swinging, they came out swinging. They had it in the bag. Dan Campbell, man, he let the 49ers back in. You don't, dude. This is one of the biggest games. This is it. This is it. This is the game. I'm all for being aggressive and going for it on fourth down to pick up a couple yards here and there, you know, to get the first down. I'm all for it. But in games that mean something, I ain't talking about no regular season game. I'm talking about the game. NFC Championship. All right? There are no more games after that unless you advance. Playoff games. There are no more games unless you advance. Those type of scenarios, you do not try to be overly aggressive. Okay? You at 4th and 3 at your 28, 30. I understand your kicker has been less than ideal. I don't care. It's a 50-50, right? So you can either pick up the 3 yards, or you can turn the ball over, or you can miss the field goal. Either way is going to result in the turnover. If you get stopped, you're going to turn it over. If you miss the field goal, you're going to turn it over. It's 50-50. It's going to happen regardless, right? So why not take the chance and pick up the points? You don't leave points on the field in the NFC, AFC, NFC championship games and or / playoffs. You don't do it. You don't. I didn't really watch much of that game, but I watched where they did not elect to kick that field goal. And that field goal, they would have been in the overtime. But then I think on the radio this morning I heard that they had a chance to go for another field goal before the half or something. So that's 6 points. You would have won the game by 3. What happened? What happened? I understand it's new. You know, it's exciting. Your heart's pumping. You know, you did something that hasn't been done 30 plus years. You got a team somewhere that ain't been in 30 plus years. I get it. However, you know what? You know why Andy Reid don't really make mistakes in situational football? It's because he act like he's been there before. Hey, we practice this stuff all the time. The players will get up there and tell you, yeah, we practice that stuff all the time. We practice what to do when there's only 10 seconds left in the game. 13 seconds left in the game. 13 seconds. You know what I'm saying? We practice this stuff. You have to act like you've been here before. And I don't know if the moment was too big for Dan Campbell, but he should have bit some knees off or whatever the hell he says. You should have been like, dude, take the 3 points. No one's going to look at you and be like, you wimp. You should have went for the touchdown. You only took the 3 points. You're a coward. You're a punk. No, they're going to look at you as a winner or a loser. That's it. And now you got people upset at you probably. They may still riding high because they got far and they're grateful for you. But I guarantee you there's some Detroit Lions fans out there like, you stupid idiot. Why didn't you take the 3 points? Whatever. When we come back, we're going to start wrapping things up. Talk about my score prediction, if I have one. Like I said, I don't know we already know what my outcome is for the Super Bowl, but is anyone going? Is anyone going to Vegas? I kind of want to, but the way my bank account is set up, I don't know. All right. You've been listening to This is KC Sports with me, your man Bishop, on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Stick around. We'll be right back. I'm going to see if I can drum up like a poem or something for Patty. I still owe you that poem, Patty. It's coming. It might come at the beginning of next season, but I'm working. I'm working on it. Stick around.
Sports fans, do you like teams that are tough, cities that are tougher, and fan bases that are passionate about their teams? How about teams that are historic and stadiums that are iconic? Then you belong in Chicago, and you need to check out Chi-Town Weekly. Join me, Adam Kernan, every week as we keep up with all things Chicago sports. Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, White Sox. We'll cover them all, plus more. The Windy City is always buzzing, and we'll keep you up on all the big games and major stories. So tune in to Chi-Town Weekly every week right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's going on, football fans? This is me, your boy Larry B, inviting you to join myself, Colin Reynolds, Mike Pat, and John Felipe for one of the most electrifying football shows you have ever heard. 3 and Out, right here at IE Sports Radio. Recap of the week before, a preview of what's to come, and of course, 3 hardcore head-to-head prime-time face-offs each week. You don't want to miss it.
Everybody, this is Darren Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunderous Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Welcome back, everybody. This is KC Sports. I'm your man, Bishop. I appreciate everyone for hanging out with us today, man. It's definitely good. On this Chiefs Victory Monday. How about those Chiefs? So, as I woke up today, man, like I said, when I was going through everything and watching, you know, because that's the first thing we all did as Chiefs fans. Some of y'all probably didn't, you know, fans of other teams, and I can respect that, and I can understand that. But as a Chiefs fan, we all woke up today And the first thing we did was turn on every damn sports show we could find on whatever you got, cable, streaming services, whatever. Because we wanted to hear some of the BS that we would hear. And Cal Brandt, oh buddy, old pal of Good Morning Football, you can tell you wanted to call in sick this morning. And you should have. You should have. I would have. You could tell. You didn't even want to utter the words Chiefs. And I don't blame you, man, because we beat the hell out of Buffalo. Then we went ahead and took care of business in Baltimore. And that just, I know that hurt. So I already know, I've already seen it actually. A lot of people are already picking San Francisco to win the Super Bowl. And hey, like I said, we're good. We got two of these things in the Mahomes era. I think we'll be okay. All right. We'll probably be all right. Y'all better not let the Chiefs win a third one in the Mahomes era, because shit, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly, bro. It's gonna get ugly it's already ugly. We're already the new villains. I guess this is what it feels like to be a Patriots fan. And I'm here for it. I love it. Patriots, I see what you guys, I feel what you guys have been feeling during the Tom Brady Belichick era. I feel that, and it feels great. Okay? I love it. We are the new villains of the NFL. So, just breathe it in, soak it in like you're soaking in some sun rays, and enjoy it. Enjoy it. We get to take on the 49ers again. This time we don't have Wasp. We can't run Wasp because we don't have Tyreek Hill. Like they said this morning, this is a different 49ers team than what we played in the last Super Bowl. And I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. It's a different team. There's some familiar faces, but it's definitely a different team. But like I said, man, no team is... You shouldn't be afraid of any team, because you never know what your coaches can draw up for you. And the way that the Lions came out and hit San Francisco in the face early in the first half, see, the difference between the Lions and the Chiefs is Andy Reid knows when to go for three and when not to go for to be aggressive. Like Andy Reid showed some aggressiveness yesterday. I was shocked me on my belief, because Andy Reid normally would be like, go ahead and punt it, or go ahead and try to pick up the 3 points. Show some aggressiveness, and it was refreshing. It was, but yeah, he knows what to do. He knows what to do in situational football, man. He's been here before. Like I said, if the Chiefs and Mahomes don't pass, if we pass, go ahead and take an L to San Francisco, I will not be upset about it. I'll just be ready for next season, because I want to see what's going to happen to this wide receiver core. Like I said, if our offense was just a couple ticks better, we would have blew the doors off the Ravens. It would have been over in the first half. It would have been over. And if we would have put up as many points as we should have in the first half, there would have been too much pressure on the Baltimore to respond. Too much, man. Too much. But hats off to Lamar. He played his best. He played well. It wasn't his best. I don't think that was his best. I think he could have played a little bit better. His teammates, they played their best. Zay Flowers, you messed up, man, with the taunting thing. You got to know when to just walk away, bro. Act like you've been here before. Barry Sanders, go watch the NFL Life Barry Sanders, bro. He talks about it, man. They talk about it. Barry Sanders never danced in the end zone and all that stuff, man. No, he scored and he handed the ref the ball. And he went on where he's supposed to win, because he act like he been there before. That's the name of the game. I understand that you get caught up and all the testosterone and athleticism and it's just the build up. But bro, sometimes you just gotta just go, because that was you was wide open, Zay Flowers. That ain't nobody you did Snead dirty. 7:30, no lie, bro. Snead blew that coverage. I don't know why the hell he was in the center of the field. I think they were supposed to switch off, and he was just going to come over and help. I think they were setting you up for interception, Lamar. Honestly, now that I think about it, I could see the graphic in my mind on how Snead was where he was at, and there was another. I don't know who was down at the bottom. There was somebody else, and I think it was supposed to have been a trade-off. They were supposed to let you think that you were wide open, and Snead was going to come over and pick your ass. I'm almost certain that's what was going to happen. Lamar threw it in triple coverage. Bad idea. Shouldn't have did that. That was horrible, man. I don't know who told you to do that. You listened to Likely put his hands up. I don't know what. You can't. Sometimes, man, dude, if they're going to be mad at you, they're going to be mad at you. But you got to take what you know is a sure thing, bro. Y'all can talk about it in the end when you hoisting the trophy. You didn't need that deep shot into that end zone. You didn't need it. You could have picked us apart, because it's funny, because you guys, the adjustments that the Ravens made, they started doing screen passes, and we kept doing screen passes, but they defense adjusted it to the screen pass, while their offense started doing screen passes, and that was killing us. But whatever. San Francisco, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about the scores and stuff later on as we get closer and closer, because it's too early to tell. My man, rest up, get better. Charles Omenihu, apparently the knee injury or whatever he suffered was actually a torn ACL, so he is done. It sucks, because he really wanted to play in this game, and that in the Super Bowl, man. So rest up, come back stronger. There's going to be more to come. I appreciate everybody that joined us. Larry B, Drewski, Jen B, Ralph, my man Taryn Rodriguez, Paige. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this Chiefs victory Monday. I don't know. I got to press up my hoodie real quick. I don't know. We might step out and do some things, but appreciate y'all for being here. See y'all next Monday, and as we get closer and closer to this Super Bowl. Y'all take care. Peace.